and welcome to another edition of Droppin Baums with me, your host, Yorion Baumeister. As always, brought to you by the lovely folks over at Star City Games, bringing you the best in trading card needs. All right, everyone, we are here. The time is now. Call time has arrived to Arena, and I could not be happier. And of course, I had to start off with the best Yorion deck that I think is out there. And honestly, the start of a season is always when these Yorion decks are dominant, right? And I think this deck is no exception. The Azorius Blink deck that I started the season with last week was so ridiculously dominant for like 2 weeks until people started to learn how to beat it. And I really think this deck is going to be in the similar mold, except it has a lot more power and a lot more angles of attack than previous iterations of just Azorius Yorion. I talked in the deck tech a lot about the specific reasons and the specific interactions that makes this deck better. Gave you a long explanation there, so please check that out. But first, check out the first 3 matches. I do talk about my results in the deck tech, so enjoy the first 3 matches and then check out some explanations of why I chose which cards and what their applications are. So without any further ado, enjoy round number 1. All right, welcome to round number 1 here with Jeskai taking turns. A Yorion mirror. Looks like we are on the play. Oh yeah, we got our Yorion shirt. We got a Yorion mirror. This is going to be a good start to a Droppin Baums. Okay, so we know this Glass Casket's not great, but Apparition is really good. Overall, this hand is just fine. We'll keep. Can't cast the Apparition, I guess, right now, so that's a little loose, but I don't think it was bad enough to mulligan here. What flavor of Yorion are we up against? Probably some Esper Doom from last season. Charming Prince, huh? I think Charming Prince and Scrying here is better than Foretelling an Epiphany. So yeah, let's do that. See if we can find, maybe honestly like Omen of the Sun or Omen of the Sea is probably like the best card right now. I don't want this. I do think I'm okay with a land. It's not an untapped white source, but I think that's still reasonable. So our next turn is just probably going to be, you know, Foretell and get the mana for Apparition. That's a-okay. Okay. Could get Yorion too, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Let's go like this. And the question is to put the Mimic down for a land or not. And I think I'm okay putting the Mimic down just to make sure our land drops are smooth. Going forward here. Okay. The old main phase Omen of the Sea. Alright. I think I will just get white off this Fabled Passage. I'm gonna hit this Omen. Why not? Get that out of there. Punish you for playing that during your turn. They might have needed a land, and then that's totally reasonable. Blue, black. Ooh. Ah, this is just it's just the Demir Yorion control, I suppose. It's a good draw. Let's attack. And let's just hope they do not have the counterspell for this, because this card's going to be pretty good. Okay. Ooh. That was not great. That was not great at all. Also not great. Okay. Now, I really want to I'm gonna first play a white source. I really want to either just like Amiria's Call or Narset so that this Elspeth's Nightmare doesn't get us too badly. But I think step one means we just start with this. But yeah, there's a lot of counter spells that can get us here. We're gonna go for the Time Walk. Okay. That helps. You're not quite at your end step yet. Yep. Ooh, okay. Well, I think I probably just want to do this. Ooh, or... Yeah, this is pretty nice. Just so I don't get hit by this, I can go Narset, tick up, Showdown, and use Amiria's Call. That's nice. Okay, so we want to go like this. Put a counter here. Red mana. Let's pay 3. Showdown. Do I want to be overloading one token? I suppose I want to diversify. Okay, not great hits, but they're only getting our glass casket. That's fine with me. And we'll start the clock. Now we can Yorion next turn if we really wanted to, which I think we will with Showdown. Because this is a dead, and Charming Prince is okay, but... Yeah, and we only have one more planes in the deck, so Birth we'll only be able to... Yes, okay. So us being able to Yorion here, I think is sweet, is clutch. Getting that activation off Showdown is just excellent. Oh my god. Okay, I still think I have to Yorion because otherwise this goes away, but really nice draw. So we're gonna start by drawing a card. I don't think I want to discard either of those cards. So, no thank you. 5, 6, 7. So they could be setting up for a Ugin. Can't do much about it. Yeah, because if I go Epiphany right now, I attack for 5. And then... 5, and then 7. 8. Not... Wow. Am I one spell away from lethal if I just go for the... If I just go for the all runs Epiphany? I'm for sure not gonna discard, but yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I put a counter on the Raven, attack for 5, put him to 9, get 2 more tokens. That's 7. The Skyclave is 1. Then all I need is to draw a spell. And worst case, I can just Yorion then, but I don't get this activation. Alright, I'm going to go for the win. Just have to draw a spell to win. I think it's better than giving them the chance to Ugin. And this is still at 2, so they can't gain life. Alright, that's game. Wow. 3, 4, 5, plus this. We can even play Allrun to make it extra insult to injury. Now we'll play Haka. Oh, man, this is nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got him. Even get to put Yorion into our hand. Welcome to taking turns, y'all. I am just flabbergasted right now. This is so nice. I think we built a good one, y'all. I think we built a nice one. We even have a lot of dead cards in this. Okay, so I want counter spells. Probably I'm gonna want Oxes. Because I know we're gonna need to take out a lot of cards. Doom Scars are really bad. Skyclaves are actually pretty good. Glass Caskets are bad. Everything else is reasonable. Could just take out one of these Oxes. They do seem slightly weak. And I think we can just call it a time. I mean, Allrun's Epiphany is a giant blue sorcery, and that's not good when they have disputes, but we have ways to back it up, and it's just overall a good card. So in a Yorion deck, you just have to basically take out all the cards that are unplayable, and there's usually 4 to 8 cards that are like, eh. And until we get an established metagame, I can't mitigate that by, you know, just trying to lean in on the cards that I think are still going to be good. Okay, this is too much land. So I think we're going to mulligan this one. Yeah, just too many lands. Probably too many lands. And this one's fine. I think Omen is actually just a better card than Narset in your opener. We'll just get rid of this since our mana is pretty good, and let's do it. They mulliganed as well. Or wait, no, they did not. Negate. I guess I'll keep that. We'll slow it down. No tome, no tome, no tome. No tome. Yay. Alright. I'll say go. Play an Omen. It's a good dispute. I dispute Omens a lot too, and I don't see enough people doing it, but it is just a nice thing to do. Alright, let's go like this, and I'm just gonna say go, because I might want to dispute like a Solemn Simulacrum. I think I would dispute that, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just play the Mimic. And we'll say go. Sure. All right. Do we want to play Charming Prince? Probably not. So I think we're just going to foretell this. Hope they go for something and then maybe Epiphany them next turn. Crawling Barrens is a problem. Crawling Barrens is a problem. Just gonna get in there with Crawling Barrens? I'm in. Alright. Let's go like this. I'll play thy Charming Prince. 2/2 coming at ya. Let's do some scrying. I don't really know what I want, but we need something. Olrend. It's a good magic card. Kind of want to keep the land and try to maybe go for an Epiphany plus dispute backup. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. This could be bad. Yeah, not anything I want to fight over. I either go for it with the dispute back up now and probably, yeah, I mean, because they could just have negate and that shuts me down, so I don't think I can do that. So let's just go like this. Let's tap that. Put Yorion into our hand and be on our way. Yep. Can't really fight over that. It's gonna be a tricky one to win. Do think I want to fight over that. Just use the dispute while I can. Okay. Do think I want to try to land Alrin. I just gotta try to do something here. Okay, now what do we want to name? I'm thinking the most hits we have is enchantments. But it's really what we think we want the most. And I do just kind of think it's enchantment. ECDs and showdowns seem good. Could also do creatures, but we sided out a few of those. Yeah, let's go with enchantment. Eh, still, we hit. Not the worst. Oh. And that's good. That's good. That's scary. But we do have the Epiphany here. Which I am going to try to do some stuff. And now I almost want to just name Sorcery. Alright. Alrun's Epiphany. Yeah, I just think once again I want enchantment because I want ECDs and showdowns. Lands. How about a Yorion, my deck says? That's less good. They don't untap, eh? Okay, well, might as well attack with these. God, blinking that with Yorion is quite disgusting. So, let's go with this. Everything's going to be tapped down. I might as well play my lands then. Let's give ourselves the max amount of chances to hit. Now I kind of want to go with Sorcery. It's just what? Amiria's Call. And the Time Walks. Creature's not great. Yeah, it's Enchantment or Sorcery right now, I think. Alrun's pretty tough in this deck because it is kind of spread out. You know, I'm sure there's a way I could make it a little bit better, but this card is just that powerful. I'm going to go with Enchantment. Yes! Okay, we got it right. Okay. I'm tapped. Yeah, their Yorion is great right now, unfortunately. Gonna be tough to beat. Okay. So what do we need? Do we need the Time Walk? Otherwise we're just probably gonna die. Or ECD, I guess. Yeah, ECDing the Kiora is reasonable. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but we don't have negate mana open. So I would need to Narset. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do. So I just have to do this and then block, take 12. Oh, I'm still dead even with ECD, huh? So if I go Yorion... Now, no matter what, they're going to tap me down and attack. So, yep, I am dead. Okay. Oh, that was unfortunate. Kiora best the sea gods, huh? Alrighty then. With that being the case, do I actually want some Doom Scars? Probably not. Still not a good card. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it the same. Hope for a little bit more proactive of a draw. We just had 4 counter spells, and like the blue-black deck has just more it's just the better control deck. So we want to be proactive. We're the better proactive deck for sure. Yep, perfect. This is a proactive hand. I shall keep. Think we get the mountain right away with this. Yeah, we got so many 2-drops. We can see what kind of lands we draw. Okay. So we can either go for the Alrin play and blink it with Charming Prince, which does seem pretty nice, especially with 2 Charming Princes. Yeah, let's try to do that. Let's try to get him. All right, so you got to start with Haka. Osego. Don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it. Just play a Tome. Ooh. All right. It's Alrin o'clock. It's going to be a fast Alrin. Okay. Exile Haka comes back on the other side. Now, we're going to want red eventually here, so we might as well just go like this. Alrin. All right. Your go. Okay. I think I'm going to try to hit lands here, actually. Ooh, the nice thing, I can scry. Oh, baby, let's go. Okay. We're just going to figure out what we need. Or we're going to figure out what we're going to hit. Okay, so that's creature and land, and I don't really want both of them. So I'll just take the island. I'm gonna go like this, and we're gonna hit land. 1 hit. Extinction Event doesn't get all our cards, which is nice. Still good, of course, but yeah, let's see what they hit. Gotta be Alrin, right? Yep. Okay, so I do think I want to get the other mountain for these Oxes. No, it's slightly awkward. Don't want these. Now, depending on what we draw, we just might Ox. Okay, if it's like another land, ooh, that's a good one. Probably doing that. All right. Yeah. Okay. We can play a land to represent dispute. Then we miss out on the lands. I think that's okay, though. I think I'd rather do that than get Ashioked, right? Or even Yorion. So we're not going to be able to cast Amiria's Call. Skyclave isn't good, so realistically this was not a really good hit. And we might just Ox away our stuff anyways, so yep. Your go. I think I'll pretty much dispute anything. So now we need to cast 4 spells. Probably not going to happen. But I just want to get another threat that is not extinction eventable. So all these cards are going away. And our Skyclave I don't really want to cast, even though it's there. Let's just start with Ox. Okay, and just Temple. Don't want another Allrend. Attack. We'll lose those. But we still got pretty close to an active Ox and now some good cards, so we're doing it. This is the turn. You got Extinction Event plus something or can't Ugin, so yes! Yes! We are the Yorion Master so far. All right, that's 1-0 with Jeskai taking turns. Don't go anywhere. Round number 2 coming at you. All right, round number 2 here with Jeskai taking turns. Looks like we are on the play. No companion, so not sure what we're up against. I would assume Gruul in Old Standard, but we'll see now. And it's day 1 of Arena, so I'm still assuming Gruul. Not everyone has the cards and stuff. All right, obvious mulligan here. Far too clunky, no lands, pretty easy there. Our 1 mountain. This is about the worst possible hand you can have. Okay. This is fine, and now we really have to decide what deck we think we're up against. And I gotta think it's aggro. So we're definitely keeping Doomscar. And now the question is, I think it's either Mimic or Olrun's Epiphany, and I think with thinking we're up against aggro and we have 4 of these in the deck, we're gonna keep, because drawing another is kind of awkward, but God, then again, Mimic is not very good either. Yeah, we're gonna bottom it. Then we don't have to try to find lands off this temple right away. All right. Allrund. Okay, they mold as well. Even fight. Don't really want to land. We're looking for like Showdown of the Scald. That's a card that we really wouldn't mind. A Plains. Oh, this deck. Okay, okay. With that being the case, do we really want to Doomscar? I think we're going to go 3-drop, 3-drop, and then we can play this as a land anyways, so maybe we will. It keeps them honest, keeps them guessing. We'll foretell. And we could be kind of any blue-white deck, so they definitely don't know it's Doomscar, although I would assume everybody's headspace goes towards that right away. Okay. There's our Skyclave Apparition target. Or we could just... Nah, we're gonna Apparition it. We'll get the good dog. These white decks can be tricky. I always think when I play them, like, this should probably be easy. Then it's not always that easy. These decks can be very tricky sometimes. Nice mana base. Nice mana base. For Island and Chill, they're really not staying true to themselves here. Really? Yeah, I'll make you use your trick, I guess. Since we have another one, I don't know what this could be, but... Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Gain a little life. I do just kind of want to just try to contain this. Instead of, obviously wrathing here isn't great. Plus, now I don't even actually think I want to play the Mimic. Because I may want to actually just Mimic on this. We're going to take this nice and slow. Not use our resources on land until we absolutely have to. Aspirant. a good magic card. Not going to block that. Okay, here I think I will just go Aspirant then and then play this as a land. Land drops are really important. And we are doing pretty good on every other metric here. God, maybe not. Maybe we keep Glass Mimic. What punishes us if we draw ECD and they play something? Draw Yorion, which we don't really want to blink anyways. Yeah, actually, I don't really care to play it. I changed my mind. Because another Skyclave Apparition is perfectly fine next turn if they just cast a 3-drop or something. Okay. It's no big deal. Didn't cast the 3-drop to complete the trifecta, but it was just about that. A little awkward. And this card does nothing to us. So realistically, we don't have to care about it. So here I think I will just Glass Casket and then play the land. A little punish because we could have, you know, put Yorion into our hand or something. Yeah, that card just doesn't matter, right? Your opponent can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. That's... Oh, I do cast it from Showdown. Yeah, this shuts down Showdown. Oh, I think that's enough to make me not like it. We're the aggro player now. Our Doomscar is not looking good. I wish this was an Ulrin's Epiphany instead. All right, GG. Okay, mono white aggro. Not going to want to change much. This should be a good matchup. I like Fire Prophecy. But what do we want to take out? Narset on the draw could be a little awkward. Let's trim one of those. And let's trim one ECD. Not reinventing the wheel here. Not changing our deck too much because this should be a good matchup. We just have so much interaction on turn 2. Like Luminarch Aspirant, Seasoned Hollowblade. These are the cards to be afraid of, and we just have great answers for them, as well as just have Doomscar now as the new card. So realistically, we should be all right here. All right. And incoming, getting quickly smashed by mono white aggro here. All right. Okay, we got the Doomscar. I think that's the main thing here, so we're going to keep. Turn 3, Wrath on the draw. Everything this style of deck wants to do against that style of deck, so. The card I didn't want to see. Okay. Tapped. We can get to 6 mana going, if you already have this foretold, into the other one is an excellent play. Okay. Let's foretell this. Same mana base. Nice, nice. Okay. I should put it on the... Ooh, wrong creature, I think. Just because they're going to have to sack that if I Doomscar. But yeah, this is scary. Doomscar. Yeah, I mean, we really need something to cast next turn. Just double foretelling Ulrin's Epiphany into Yorion here. Might not be enough. It might be. Okay. 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 9, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're dead to them having a land if we don't get anything. All right, we're just dead to a land. And yeah, even if we don't, it's not like Yorion catches us up here. And Wrath isn't enough, so we're dead. We're just straight dead. I want to see more of their deck, but... Yep, a little bit too slow of a hand on the draw. You know, Doomscar on the draw is great, but not up against a Selfless Savior. Alrighty. That'll do. That was a beating. Okay. Anything else we really want to change? Giant Killer could be good. They do make their creatures big enough with Maul the Skyclave, Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. And Narset on the play is pretty decent. So, I'll take out one ECD. We're going to take out one more Olren's Epiphany. And I'm just going to take out one Giant Killer. So a couple of them fine, but we don't want too many. Same with Olren's a great card. It's nice at, it's great at closing the door, but it's not great at stopping you from dying, which we died very quickly. All right, I'll go first. All right, I guess I'm going to keep, but I am pretty worried now. Haka is a decent little defender. Nice body to put out on 2. Your go. Okay. All right, Haka. Your go. I guess we can cycle the Triome next turn. Not the worst. Try to find a play for turn 4. Haka is all defense here. 2/3 body, though. Definitely relevant. Definitely relevant. Okay. I don't get to attack this turn, but... So we could just... Can just foretell this and then hope we draw something for turn 4. I think that's worse. I think we would rather cycle. Because basically we have turn 5, turn 6, and then, you know, hopefully turn 7. So yeah, I'm just going to go like this and say go. Little awkward since we are cycling away our 5th land to cast these, but we either get spells or get more lands. Glass Casket, eh? Okay. That's not actually that bad because if we do kill Glass Casket, it comes back as Olren. I'm pretty positive. Yeah. So if we can get a Luminarch Aspirant here, that would be ideal. Or if we just had Omen of the Sun right here, that would have been pretty busted. Ouch. Just give me anything to cast, basically. Yes. That's nice. That is definitely under the category of anything. All right, Skyclave. Target creature or enchantment, not artifact. I'll take all run back, please. Oh, man, and I get to activate? Okay, okay. What do we want? What I like to draw? Pretty set on stuff, but I have a lot of creatures in. I think we'll just go creature. Okay, we bricked. Didn't need a land. Might go land next turn if we don't hit one. Yeah, that was huge. And it's a diversified color here too, so Life's Bounty can't just force it through. Okay. We have the ECD for this. Take a big hit. Do we want to start by attacking or do we want to leave this back? I think I do want to leave this back, so let's go with a white source. ECD. Another artifact that this doesn't protect. I'm thinking creature again. Charming Prince, Skyclave Apparition, all of these are pretty good. Okay, brick, brick, brick. Okay, If they take a turn off from attacking, don't have anything to push through, I feel pretty good about this. Okay. Pretty good. Yeah, like if they just try to put this on Aspirin, I'll definitely block, because I want something in my graveyard anyways. Wow, they're going to give me this for free? God, this protection card is the one that's the scariest for me anyways, so I'm going to block. They're probably going to Selfless Savior whatever I do anyways. Maybe that's a good reason. Yeah, but then I don't lose my creature. So if they Selfless Savior, I take 4, go to 7. Then I ECD, I have all blue creatures. Yeah, I think it's safer to go like this. Then I don't get an activation. This isn't coming back for a while. This is not a easy decision. Okay, so go to 4. I'm at 7. And then I Yorion ECD. I have all blue creatures, so then I'm dead to Maul of the Skyclave. I just can't have that. So, yeah. All right. And I could always top deck, you know, the Wrath right now, and this game is just over. Wrath. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we really have a choice. Just gotta kill this. We're hanging on for dear life. Orin, I mean, a land would be perfect next turn, because then I can Orin's Epiphany, and then I'll get Orin back. Okay. Yep. I will double block. Pro blue, they can just trade Alcide for Yorion here, essentially, but that's okay. Yes. It's pretty good. Yeah. Get some flyers. Okay. Yorion or Olrind. It's probably just Olrind. 1/1 counter. All right. Then. Oh, wow. We can Narset this down. That's insane. Okay, let's start with that. Draw. Hit that. Yeah! Woo! That was close. I just about cursed myself by saying, now watch, Mono White is going to come back and destroy me, but luckily we won in a matchup that I thought we would destroy, but it was definitely closer than I wanted it to. Really, the awkward parts of our draw there is we just didn't have like Omen or Charming Prince as like the early drops, and we just kind of had the clunkier starts. But still came through in the end. So, all right, we're going to try to 3-0 with this beautiful masterpiece, really. I just love week 1 new Yorion brews, and I really hope this one sticks around to be as busted as, well, the first Yorion deck from last season that I built, that Azorius Blink deck, which went on to be pretty popular for a little bit. So stay tuned, we'll have round 3 coming up. All right, and welcome to our third and final round here of this week's Droppin Baums with Jeskai taking turns. Opponent is going first and kept 7, no companion. Gotta think it's aggro, but regardless, this hand is just perfectly fine, so we will be keeping. This hand is fine against any kind of deck. All right. Here, pretty clear we want some extra blue sources anyways, so we'll just not risk it and play the Mimic right away. And now we'll see if we need to play defense and play Haka or just Omen. Kind of think, yeah, probably going to need some Haka here. Oh, God. Let's hope they never get to 7. That would be disgusting. Well, that's not a bad play to just lock it out right now. But if they go Annex, I feel pretty bad. Or Bergie. Bergie is the new card now. So, all right. We're going to go with, I am going to play Haka. And see if this will hold the fort a little bit. If they kill it, they do get a activation off Robber again, but I think I'm okay with that. Okay, nothing this time. Now if they play a big creature, we do have Narset for next turn, so I think it is a Glass Casket turn now. I do want to get this out of here before they just start taking extra turns in their mono red deck. Now we got to be careful. When they attack with a rogue, they just can cast this. So, to be fair, that's 7 mana. I think we'll be fine, but... Okay, there is the Annex, which is a bit of a tilt. Actually, kind of a large tilt. So I have the ECD for it next turn, but I don't want to Narset, draw, discard ECD. But we could just draw anything that hits it and I'll be pretty satisfied. If not, it's going to be a very weak draw card, go to the graveyard, come back later kind of thing. Yes. Yeah, I think we want to do this. This is more important because it does live through the 1/1, so they have to do something about it. And then we just ECD whatever they play. I do want to keep this, but I would rather deal with Annex. Hopefully just one big thing. Torbran is the one big thing that's kind of awkward because it does just kill Narset, but I'll live with Narset dying, but, you know, like Annex go or something like that would be pretty ideal. Something I could ECD. Then we have Olrin. The nice thing about Olrin is, you know, you blink it, comes back as this. They Glass Casket, and we deal with that, it comes back. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Yeah, I still think it's just ECD a clock. Threaten to bring back one of our busted cards. And then, yeah, when ECD comes Chapter 3, it brings back Olrin, which is quite strong. Especially because we have a lot of ways to scry in our deck to set up what we want to take. Okay. Okay. Slightly awkward because I do want to Narset here. There is some world where I want to cast Omen too and try to get a little lucky. I think it's a little risky.
Compassion and understanding above all else.
Maybe it's not that risky. All right, I'll try to get a little lucky. Just got to hit a spell, so it's not that absurd. Okay, these are both great. I'm cool discarding ECD. I want the Showdown this time. Or I discard the Showdown and ECD the Embercleave. Because I'm going to be bringing back something. Honestly, I have enough card advantage right now. I definitely want it, but we're going to go like this.
Think, then act.
Okay. Looks like we're going to be getting back an Olrin here unless they deal with Narset. Then we'll think about it. Okay. Still think it's just Olrin. Pretty close, because I do get to double draw. Nah, we're going to go Narset just because of the loyalty. You just get to double draw with it, which is pretty insane. Or tick up and try to ultimate. But I think I'd rather draw. Decline. Alright, let's go like this. Pretty, well, I was going to say pretty weak turn, but I think I will actually ECD this Embercleave. And I think I'm pretty content just gaining 3. I'm going to Yorion next turn anyways, and that's just going to be busted. Just going to be absolutely busted. Oh, yeah. A GG. A GG. Okay. Stuff that kills red creatures. Annex is not... Or, I mean, Giant Killer is not great. We just want to, you know, lower... We got some kind of bad cards. Olren's Epiphany is really bad against mono red on the draw. There's no way around it. I don't really want that card in my deck. And even Showdown on the draw isn't great. In fact, it's pretty bad as well. So I guess we'll have some Giant Killers. Let's go down to 2 and 2 of each. I think that seems reasonable. I don't know which one's worse. I just know they're both kind of bad. So if hyper-aggressive decks like this tend to be more popular for week 1, and I say red decks like this, red decks that don't get hit by Giant Killer, because we're bringing in 5 cards against Gruul, and I think that's totally fine. And Olren's Epiphany is even pretty good against Gruul. So Gruul I'm kind of prepared for, but these hyper-aggressive red decks, or maybe like, you know, Abzan Party that like Ross played against me. If these hyper-aggressive decks become popular, then maybe I want to add some cards like Storm's Wrath, more Fire Prophecy, stuff like that, because right now we want to take out a few more cards, but we should kind of already have a good matchup against this style of deck, or at least be putting up a fight. All right, let's try to finish this Droppin Bombs with a perfect record. I need it. I want it. Okay. Great hand, actually. We have Glass Casket into Skyclave or Omen plus a Narset. This is an excellent hand. Oh, wow. Keeps getting better. Tapped. Now, if they play something that costs 4, our hand doesn't do too much. Any creature, I'll Glass Casket. Oh, sweet. Get to play our Omen. I'll take it. Looking for lands here, so we'll be on the hunt. We even need... Yeah, we really want to land, because I don't want to put this down as a mountain when we need double white. What you got, Lucas? What you got? Land Bone Crusher? Come on, the water's fine. All right. Definitely want the land. I'm just wondering if I want this Omen. I think it's reasonable. Yeah, take it. Now the real question is, do I want to be mana efficient and Skyclave this? Kind of thinking not, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to Glass Casket this. Osego, just in case like they load up on Torbrand or something like that. AKA I want a Skyclave 4-drops. Okay, not the case. This will be an excellent turn for us. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go Glass Casket. Cast Omen. A Yorgo. Goldspan Dragon would be bad. Okay. I'll play this now. If we can get a land, then I can trap him with the land a bit. That is what happened. Yeah, this is great too. I can actually Apparition plus Charming Prince it if I need to just get rid of everything. Might still just be best to... Yeah. Regardless, we're going to do this just so we give them a dead card. Yeah, and all they get is a 2/2 out of this. If I make that play and then they lose this, that seems great to me. So we start with the robber. Yeah. Saving all our big spells here for the late game. Our draw has just been unbelievable here. Like, they're in some trouble. Eorgo. Gotta be a little wary of Embercleave here. Okay. Okay. Slightly scary, I won't lie. Can just ECD this. Yeah, that seems like the best. Run out of answers, though. Embercleave here, a chunk for 8 would be pretty bad. That's actually really bad right now, so I think we kind of need to fade that. Oof. Yeah, that's bad too. Yikes. Okay, well, now we're probably dead. All right, well. Oh, boy. Yeah, that was a turn for them. Holy cow. Their draw was pretty good as well. All right, let's go like this. We really might just need to top deck Glass Casket. No graveyard, so that does help. And discard this. And hit Phoenix. Card's far too threatening. Then we'll go like this. Say go. And hope for the best. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're not dead on board. Well, we're dead on board, but we're not dead with our Fire Prophecy. And this does force them to activate first here, so this isn't so bad. Now the question is just, is it better to kill this? Because we are getting back a Skyclave Apparition, which can deal with this. And then they don't get a token off of it. I take 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or I hit this. They get a token. I take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 9 regardless. No matter what, I'm taking 9. I think I will go like this. Okay, that was probably pretty good. We're gonna hit them so hard with the good game your go if we get them. All right. White. Showdown. Wow. It's pretty good. Don't Goldspan Dragon me. Wow. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. We were on the verge of taking over. Ugh. Dang it. Okay. We really wanted to hit him with the good game. Oh well, we'll live. All right. Any changes we want to make? Giant Killer really does not seem good to me. Yeah, it really just doesn't. I do not want to draw that card. We're going to up it to these and just try to beat it on the play. We had a great draw there too, to be honest. Like, a great draw. And so did they, so. Okay, brutal. I would like to go first. Yeah, we can keep this. Start with this. We're definitely not going to want red here. We'll see if we want to foretell this based on, what they do. Starting with a creature makes me want to... Birth is an excellent card to start with, so let's go with that. Okay. So now, like, Annex and stuff, I really don't want to Doomscar anyways, so I think I do want to Omen. We just need to find some gas here. That is not gas. See how long this 0-4 can hold the fort, essentially. Ouchies. Okay, lame. I think I'll take a Yorion. It's not great for next turn, but hey, Showdown was. Yeah, I think I'd rather Showdown. God, do we even Showdown right now? I think so. Not very good. But we could Skyclave next turn, or we just Yorion, or we just Wrath. So we'll have options next turn. Oh god, Emberclave. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. If we just Yorion, there's a high percentage chance that we're just dead. And then this Showdown, regardless, is not going to be an excellent play on our part by any means. But Skyclave, taking the Shield Breaker, blocking with this, take 2. That seems reasonable. All right. We're going to try to get some value off this. All right, let's hope we're not dead. Oh, Fervent Champion there is so lame. Just the free equip. Don't mind that. Play Bone Crusher. Okay. It's definitely Doomscar, but maybe we just play the one from our hand. I don't want to play another spell, really, so... Don't feel great about this at all. All right. All right, Yorgu. Mono Red's gonna get us. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was the best possible draw. Gain 3. Yorion. We're going to gain 3 to get out of range from that kicker spell. Gain 3. Glasspool Mimic is great. That'll start the loop again. Yeah, that was such a good draw. 2 mana, gain 6. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, now we just get to do bananas things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we'll start with Haka. All right, Mimic. Do our best Yorion impression. Hit all these. Good game. Satisfying. That was satisfying. Anyone who hits you with the premature good game, you gotta give them a remote back. That's the Yorion advice of the day. So yes, we did it. Our first Keldheim Droppin Bombs. Get the 3-0. Gotta make up for it. I've been losing on versus so much. I gotta try to at least win on my own show, right? Stay tuned for the deck tech where I talk about all the reasons why I chose this deck, chose these cards. So we'll see you there. All right, and welcome to the deck tech here with Jeskai taking turns. Whoo, do I love this deck, y'all. First impressions of Keldheim, Showdown of the Skalds was one of the cards that I latched onto immediately, just really thinking about the applications with Yorion. And as the set kept coming out, we kept getting more and more cards that really made sense in a Jeskai shell. Showdown, Allrund, Blinking with Charming Prince fit in nicely. Doomscar just being one of the best wraths ever printed. And then now Allrund's Epiphany just slots into Yorion decks so well, because when you are doing these Yorion loops, the one thing that I've always struggled with is if another deck is going way over the top, it's hard to close games. But the combination of Showdown of the Skalds, Chapter 2 and 3, and then just being able to Allrund's Epiphany, maybe put a counter on something. I believe we saw this, round 1 against that Dimir deck, where I just out of nowhere killed him. Like that, this deck really can turn the corner just like this. And Yorion decks are already very good at controlling the game. And then it's always tough doing that over the top thing. And we were able to do it nicely throughout these 3 rounds, which makes me really believe that this deck is the real deal. So first up, it's a Yorion deck. So this is an 80 card deck. Got to be representing my beautiful bird serpent. So, that does lead to some awkwardness with deck building. And it leads to, honestly, what you have to do is build very correctly when the metagame gets to be established, because there's a lot of times you need to take out cards. And then if you don't have enough to take out and you draw those cards, you're probably going to lose if you draw too many of them. So there's a couple of changes that I want to make. I'm not exactly positive of what for sure I want put in, but some cards that haven't been impressive. So let's start with Charming Prince. This is one that I'm very lukewarm on at the moment as a 4 of. As a 2 of, I locked in, love it. As a 3 of, I'm pretty sure I want it. The 4th one, I'm okay with it. But the thing is, when you play Allrund, I think Charming Prince comes as a package deal. You just really want to have that play where you can blink it on turn 3, and it just becomes so very powerful. Glass Casket, stock, you want this. You want 4 of those, no questions about it. Birth of Melitus is okay. I think 2 is a pretty good number. Omen of the Sea, stock 4 of for sure. Skyclave Apparition, stock 4 of. Glasspool Mimic, I've been really liking because I do get to play just a ton of lands. Like if we look at our land count, we have 30 plus 4 plus 3, so we have 37. I don't flood very often, and this is just a pretty good spell to be able to cast. Showdown of the Scalds, one of the new cards that has just incredibly impressed me, especially with Alrund's Epiphany, where as long as you play this card on turn 6 or later, pretty much all you're doing is looking for Alrund's Epiphanies, and then you get that combo going where you really close the game out quickly. And if you don't, you're looking for Yorions, that's fine. It's most of the time a turn 5 play. Play it, play a land, say go, next turn, play the other land, play the spells from it, is usually where you want to be with that. So I wanted a really good 4-drop to play if I have, let's say Showdown plus another 4-drop, and I was going between Teferi or Narset. And normally Narset hasn't been my favorite card, and it's still pretty iffy for me. And if there's a better card in this slot, or even, in the 3-drop slot, I want to try it. I tried Nico Eris. I think that card is actually trash. So I gave up on that before you suggested. So right now, Narset's a good fit, but that is the main card where I'm very iffy on it. Then let's talk about Doomscar. Doomscar right now is a 4 of in the main because I expect a lot of Gruul. I expect a lot of random aggro to start. But if this does shift where there's a lot of Yorion decks, there's a lot of Dimir Rogues, stuff like that, it's a sideboard card. And you can easily move it there and have something better in the main. But for now, we're trying out Doomscar just to test its power level as well. And I think it deserves the slot in the main. Maybe a 3 of. I could easily see it being a 3 of and put that Doomscar to the board. For Elspeth Conquers Death, this is an even better Elspeth Conquers Death deck than previous iterations of Yorion decks that I've played, because Haka dies a lot, the flip side of Alrund, and then bringing back Alrund and then being able to activate at that same M step is excellent. Still just great right now at just the front half. So still a really powerful card. Talked a lot about Alrund. I'm a big fan. It's never been like the best card I draw. Like it really is never the best card I draw, but it's such a good role player in this deck that I'm considering going up to the 4th. I could even see 4 Alrund, 3 Doomscar. Totally reasonable. 3 Yorion. I want 4 Yorions total in this deck for sure. And then the final card, Alrund's Epiphany. We'll talk about this for a while. I explained the reasoning why I really liked it, but also there's turns where, I just have a Yorion, and like that's it, and they have a wide battlefield, maybe 3 creatures or whatever. I get to attack Alrund's Epiphany, start my turn again. It's also something to do on turn 2, basically all the time. With having, if you put the curve the way it actually is, look at how great this curve is. Like I am basically never not doing something on turn 2, right? But all these cards scale and have efficiency in the late game. So this is what I want from Yorion decks, because if you don't play something on 2, especially on the draw, you're probably dead. If you foretell Doomscar and cast that on 3, probably fine. So when you look at it in that light, the curve here is excellent. Then Mana Base, pretty happy with it. I could see a world where we cut 1 land. It would probably be Fabled Passage for something else, but as of now, I'm pretty happy with it. Maybe another Haka, but yeah, for now, I like it. Let's talk about the sideboard. I got Giant Killers for Gruul. I think that's going to be very important, as well as there's one big problem card that I've run into, and that we don't have a lot of great answers for, and that's Vorticlex. Got to be able to kill that card. So I need another card for Vorticlex. Also want another card for Lovestruck Beast. So Giant Killer is the perfect one. Negate and Mystical Disputes. Any control deck, any Yorion Mirror. Pretty obvious on that one. Fire Prophecy. Any hyper-aggressive deck, as well as Rogues. And then Ox of Agonis for Rogues, and basically that last card that you just put in if you don't know what to play. The sideboard, I feel, is still slightly loose, and as the metagame fully develops, we will find a better picture of what cards need to go and come in. But for now, I think this deck is amazing. Obviously I'm biased because I do love Yorion, but I'm never going to falsely say that a Yorion deck is good just because I like it. It's my pet deck because it's so powerful, and I always feel like I'm pretty in control of my matches. So yeah, I think this deck is great. It's a lot of wild cards, so I'm sorry in advance for how many packs you'll have to crack, but go out there and play some Yorion. So, all right, before we go, let's talk about our lovely sponsors here at Star City Games. First up, Coalesce Apparel. If you love Yorion as much as me, you want a shirt for it as well. So go to coalesceapparel.shop, use the gift code SCG to get yourself 10% off any of these shirts. Star City Games Premium, if you want to sign up for that and get some content from all of our amazing writers. It's $7.99. You can go to starcitygames.com/premium and sign up today. We got a YouTube channel. You're watching it right now. Please like, subscribe, and, most importantly, share this video. Get Droppin Bombs out there. Show people the cool deck if you really like it. Always appreciate the exposure, like a ton. So thank you so much for all the retweets. Also, if you want to sell Magic cards to SCG, no better time to do it than right now. They're giving you 30% store credit bonus bucks back. A ton of ways to sell them to them. You can ship them the cards. If you have large collections, they'll come to you. Go to starcitygames.com/sell to learn some more details about that. And then call time previews. We're done with preview season, but if you want to order these cards, we got a great spot for it at SCG. You can go to starcitygames.com/previews for information on that. And last but not least, we have our sale. And the sale this week is the HP sale, the heavily played cards. So if you want to buy some of those, there's over 25,000 cards. You can get at 15% off right now for that sale. Oh, excuse me. So visit starcitygames.com/sale to check out those. So, all right, everyone, that's going to do it for this week's Droppin Bombs. We'll see you next week for more Cal Time Standard. Bye.